Let me tell you a story. Not a loud one, not a fast one. A quiet story. It begins at the bottom of the world, Antarctica. A place so cold, so empty, that even sound feels fragile. In 2007, filmmaker Werner Herzog traveled there to make a documentary called Encounters at the End of the World. The film wasn't meant to be about animals. It was about people who choose to live in isolation. Scientists, researchers, men and women working at the edge of human survival. But while the cameras were rolling, nature told a different story. One day, a researcher noticed something unusual. An Adélie penguin had separated from its colony. At first, no one was alarmed. Penguins move constantly. They shuffle, they wander, they explore, but this one wasn't wandering. It was walking with purpose. The penguin turned its back on the group and headed inland, away from the sea, away from food, away from everything that keeps a penguin alive. In Antarctica, direction matters. One direction leads to water, fish, and survival. The other leads to mountains, ice, and death. And this penguin chose the second. The scientists watched in silence. They understood what that walk meant. For an Adélie penguin, there is no rescue in the interior, no hidden food, no second chance. Still, the penguin kept walking. No panic, no confusion. Just slow, steady steps across endless white. Werner Herzog later described the moment as deeply unsettling. Not tragic, not dramatic. Unsettling. Because the penguin didn't appear lost. It appeared decided. Years passed. The documentary became just another film in a long career. The penguin's walk was almost forgotten. Until 2026. Someone clipped that scene, posted it online, and suddenly, millions of people were watching. But they weren't watching a penguin. They were watching themselves. The internet gave it a name. The Nihilist Penguin. Memes spread everywhere. This penguin has given up on meaning. This penguin understands life. This penguin is what burnout looks like. It became a symbol for exhaustion, for quiet despair, for that moment when you stop fighting, but keep moving anyway. People laughed, then they paused, because something about it felt too familiar. We live in a world that never slows down, always demanding more work, more success, more purpose, and sometimes you don't want answers. You just want to walk. But here's the truth. The penguin wasn't making a statement. Animals don't reject meaning. They don't choose philosophy. Scientists believe the penguin may have been sick, disoriented, possibly suffering from neurological damage. To the penguin, there was no symbolism, only confusion. And yet, that explanation doesn't weaken the story. It strengthens it. Because the power of the Nihilist penguin was never about what the penguin felt. It was about what we felt. Humans are meaning-making creatures. When we see something walk into emptiness, we fill that emptiness with our own emotions, our own exhaustion, our own questions. That penguin became a mirror, and the reflection wasn't comfortable. Out there in Antarctica, the penguin never returned. No dramatic ending, no music, just snow, wind, silence. And maybe that's why the story stayed with us. Because not every journey has a lesson. Not every story offers hope. Sometimes, something just walks forward. And all we can do is watch and wonder why it feels so familiar.